Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to Ship to Shore Cruise News. I've got some information for you today. First of all, we're going to talk about NCL is running at 100%. We're going to talk about MSC cruises and how they're going to try to make things better for the environment. We're going to talk about the Celebrity Escape and its Alaska canceled cruises. And also we're going to talk about some fun fact about the history of cruising. So first of all, we're going to start back at Norwegian Cruise Lines. Well, now the Spirit has just come out of a $100 million revitalization. The Spirit now showcases 14 new venues, additional and updated staterooms, enhanced public areas, and new hull art. I think Norwegian has done a fantastic job on their hull art. It looks amazing. In the Spirit, the Mandara Spa is now doubled in size, has a new thermal suite and relaxation areas, and an expanded fitness center as well. The Spirit is the second Onda by Scarpetta restaurant at sea. New venues are the Social Comedy and Nightclub, the Spinnaker Lounge, the Humidor Cigar Lounge, and the Adults Only Spice H2O, featuring 2 new hot tubs and a dedicated bar. I think these Spice H2O places are great for adults who just want to get out. We're going to move on to MSC Cruises. They've announced that they're going to be using more electric and hybrid shuttles to shuttle guests from ports to places of interest in Denmark, Finland, Norway, Spain, and Sweden, with MSC Cruises aiming to increase the utilization of green ground transportation in the future. MSC also has low-carbon footprint excursions that will include 150 bicycle tours available in 21 countries and more sustainable shore excursions called Protect Tours. Up to 70% of these tours will have a low environmental impact thanks to an increase in the number of walking, hiking, biking, canoeing, and kayaking excursions ashore, with many routes set to make direct contribution to the environment by helping the protection of habitats and species. Good for you, MSC. I have examples available include planting trees to replenish lost forests in the Greek islands of Rhodes, collecting plastic waste from the beaches of the Adriatic Sea, nature walk tours in the Bahamas, making eco-friendly jewelry in Helsinki, urban farming and beekeeping in Rotterdam, and organic rooftop farming in Copenhagen. MSC plans on expanding the availability of Protect Tours to 90 destinations by the end of the summer, rising from 20 ports at the beginning of this season. We're going to go on to the Celebrity Eclipse. So the Eclipse has had changes to its first Alaska sailing and the second sailing canceled due to marine growth on its hull. The ship is heading back to dry dock to remove barnacles found on the hull. This is nothing new for any ship in the ocean, but it can have a huge impact on the cruise line and on the environment. Booked guests are being offered rebooking options or full refunds. There are over 1,400 species of barnacles, and barnacles may also sometimes introduce unfamiliar marine organisms into new environments. Cleaning the hull can be a delicate process, and it is essential to do so with care to ensure the ship hulls are not compromised. Barnacles on the hull can affect fuel economy of the ship by creating drag or reducing the efficiency of the hull. Cruise ships are specifically designed with special coatings to reduce the drag, and some cruise ships actually have a bit of a layer of air along the hull as well to reduce drag. We're going to talk about some fun facts about cruising, and this is sort of the history of cruising. Some people consider the Cincinnati, built in 1909, was the first cruise ship, as it was built with cabins and non-industrial areas for passengers. It is generally accepted that the Peninsular and Orient Steam Navigation Company was the first cruise line. In 1840, they started to deliver mail between London, Spain, Portugal, and Egypt. 4 years later, in 1844, the first passenger cruises were introduced. They advertised sea tours to different destinations such as Athens, Malta, and Gibraltar. Now, some historians also speak of another ship, the Francesco I, that flew the flag of 2 Sicilies as the first cruise ship when it sailed from Naples in early June of 1833 with royal princes and authorities and nobles from all over Europe. Now, those cruise ships back in when, the 1833, those were very select people who could cruise, very wealthy, very elite people of society. So are those really cruises? You know, a lot of times we think of cruising as being open to everybody, and those are the modern cruises. So was it in the 1900s or the late 1888s or the early 1800s that cruising was first started? People recognize as Carnival Cruise Lines as being the first of the modern cruise lines, really developing its base for people of all classes and cultures. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please subscribe if you wish. I enjoy making these videos, and I hope to make many more. Have a good day.